Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Joe Kuski and welcome to the Joe Show. So tonight's show, I want to start talking because Happy New Year 2020. I want to start off with telling you a little bit about my journey. And I'm not going to tell you the whole thing tonight because I have something else to show you that's really interesting and pretty cool about Facebook and gathering more people on your Facebook profile. But for right now, let's talk about a little bit about me and my journey. About 15 years ago, I started selling on eBay. And I really didn't know what eBay was. A friend of mine showed me what it was all about. And so what happened was I used to sell stuff in garage sales and everything in front yard. You know how you drag everything out and you put everything out on the front yard and then you just start selling it for pennies or whatever. And it's really one man's junk is another man's treasures. And that's what I was doing was I wanted to sell my junk to somebody else that probably could use it. And I didn't care what it was, but all I looked at it was that somebody was buying my junk to haul it away, and that's all it worked out for me. So what I started doing was a friend of mine told me, hey, you could sell stuff on eBay if you want and get more money for it and everything. And I was like, well, I can't sell an old edge or a lawnmower or something like that, but I know I can sell something. So when I started selling things on eBay, it cost me money. I wasn't making no money at all. I was selling something I said I wanted to buy, somebody to buy it from me for about 20 bucks. And what happened? I sold it for like 20 bucks, but the shipping and the boxing and all the packaging and everything cost me about $25. So I was in the hole about $5. And I was like, nah, I got to figure out something else. So I ended up doing research and I was able to figure out by the United States Postal Service that they gave away free boxes and you can ship things and heavier weights, but in smaller boxes, and you can ship it for the same cost anywhere from, from California across to New York at the same rate. And so what I ended up doing is that I would just put, hey, if I sold it to anybody in Oklahoma, then it didn't matter because I would put a charge from anywhere from California to New York. That's what the cost was. If it costs less to go to Oklahoma, then I made a couple extra bucks more. But for the most part, then I started researching and doing more, and I was able to sell stuff and actually charge the buyer the specific rate for the shipping item. And I wasn't making no money on the shipping, which there was no intent. All I wanted to do was make what I wanted. And so I started researching more and more, and I got better at it. But then I had about 4 or 5 items for sale, and sometimes they wouldn't sell right away. And it's all about the description. And so what is that to you? To me, that's marketing, is putting up a good description of a product that you need and what you want to tell your buyer. And as I got a little more detailed in the descriptions and everything, I started selling more stuff. Well, of course, selling everything around the house, after a while, the wife was like, you can't sell that, there's no way. So what I ended up doing is finding a place that I can buy brand new things in bulk at a cheaper rate. And I started doing that, and I was able to sell probably 75% of those items at the rate that I wanted, and then the leftovers. So once I actually broke even, then I was able to discount my products and still make money and make a profit off of it. And so what I did was that for a few years, and I thought it was pretty cool. So my journey with eBay was pretty good for many years, and even today I sell stuff on eBay, and I'm not promoting it or anything like that here. I just know how to sell it. I know what the customer's looking for. And one thing I really started learning was pictures tell 1,000 words. And when I really took some really good, clean pictures, that was really cool that people were able to see exactly, instead of from a description and maybe one picture, I started taking multiple pictures. Even though if it cost me 20 cents extra for every picture, back then, eBay says, hey, you could have 2 pictures, but any more than that, it would cost you like 10, 15, or 20 cents per picture. So what I ended up doing was, once I found out that you can actually start doing videos, I was able to do videos on my eBay products and things that I was selling, and man, did it take off. I was selling all kinds of stuff. So like I said, even today, I sell on eBay. So on my next Joe Show, I'm going to talk about more of my journey. But for now, that's about it for now with the Joe Kusky and my journey. I want to show you guys something that's pretty cool, something that I'm doing. So let's move all the way up to today's time. Facebook is really cool. I do a lot of things on Facebook, and you can actually have up to 5,000 people on your Facebook profile. If you don't have 5,000 people on your Facebook profile, you're not maximizing your reach out to potential clients, buyers, whatever it is that you're doing, so that when I go on and start this show, I want 5,000 people to see the show and what I'm doing, so that people will get to know who I am and what I'm doing. So how did I do that? Well, back maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, how I would actually increase my reach on my profile was I would sit there and try and add 25 people for every single day on Facebook to friend with me. And that took a lot of time, because I would sit there and I was starting to go and I'd look through every single person, and it was like, man, you know, this person doesn't meet my criteria, this person does. Well, then another thing I started doing was, I'm not going, after I started getting a little bit more, I'm not going to actually friend people that don't have maybe 50 or 100 mutual friends with me. And I was able to sit there. Well, I friended everybody. It didn't matter to me. But also what I got was a lot of people hitting me up with spam and different things that I'm not really interested in. And so I didn't want those people to waste their time with me, but I didn't want to waste my time with those people as well. So just shortly, a few months ago, there's a software out there, and this is a software that I promote. But one big thing was, over a year ago, I became a partner with Tier 5, and I'm an Inner Circle partner. So we have about 10 different softwares that helps online entrepreneurs build their business. So tonight, I want to show you one of them that I think is really awesome, and I'd like to explain how it works a little bit, and then I'll show you how it's running right now. And if you're interested, all you have to do is comment in the post, show me how, Joe, or say how with a question mark, and I'll send you the link. But to start off with right now, let me minimize my screen and let me show you exactly how it works. Alrighty, so let's go over here, and we're gonna minimize this. Okay, so let's show you a little bit about Friend Connector right here. So right now, if you can see, yesterday I had about 3,950 or 60 people, and I've already gained over 100 people on my profile right now. And so if you ended up running this software like I have, I've been running it for 24 hours now. And this is kind of what it looks like. Let me show you. I'll go over here into my group, is right here, and you hit members, and you can see everybody that are members here, and this is what it looks like. And what is really cool is that you can actually go in there and change the intervals around here. You can hit limited or infinite, and you can put maybe how many requests you want to put, if you only want to do 50 requests or something like that. Also, if you ended up, you could go in and type in keywords, and keywords are based on, like right here, if it's affiliate marketing or e-commerce strategies, or somebody who actually is an owner, a founder, or something like that. And so that's how you end up getting friends. Well, let me show you guys how I'm doing it, because this is running right now, and this is based on people that Facebook thinks that people I may know. And what I ended up doing was, it's running the task right now, and what it's really doing, there you go, it just added another friend again. But what I told it was that I wanted to send a friend request to anybody that has over 100 mutual friends. So remember when I told you guys back that before, I used to say, hey, anybody that has maybe 50 or 100 mutual friends with me. And so right now, since the last 24 hours, I've sent a friend request to 219 people, and out of those 219 people, 100 people have accepted my friend request. So not too bad, right? Well, that's pretty good. So that's what I'm using. It's called Friend Connector. It's really awesome software, and I highly recommend that anybody that wants this, let me know, and I'll be glad to send it over to you. The link, just go into the bottom of the post below and say, Joe, I want the Friend Connector, or hashtag Friend Connector, and I'll send it to you. So that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for joining the Joe Show. I hope to see you guys again, and probably by the next time I see you, I'll have probably pretty close to 4,500 people on my profile, and people will start seeing the Joe Show again. So take care, have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next show.